Hello everyone, welcome to Yashaswitechhub. So we are going to cover a topic called as man in the middle attack. The prerequisite for it is the Diffie-Hellman algorithm. The detailed video of Diffie-Hellman algorithm has been put in the playlist. Just go through it. Now let us just go through the brief overview of this Diffie-Hellman algorithm. So we know that while Alice and Bob want to communicate, they have shared a prime number q and have shared that alpha, which is the primitive root of q. They are going to generate the private keys and calculate the public keys, share the public keys, and finally they are going to calculate the secret key k by using this formula. So they both have the same key. But here in man in the middle attack, we have an attacker who is named as Darth. What he does is, he is going to act as a middleman between the communication of Alice and Bob. So Alice has generated the private key and public keys. She is going to send her public key to Darth. This Darth has got the public key of A. He is going to generate two set of keys. One is xt1, yd1, xt2 and yd2. We know xt1 is the private key and yd1 is the public key. So what he does is he sends his yd1 to Bob. Meanwhile, he sends yd2 to Alice. So since the keys have been exchanged, Alice and Darth are going to calculate the key k2 and are going to communicate using the key k2. So similarly, here he has sent yd1. He is going to generate the public key yb. So they have exchanged the public keys. So we have key k1, which is shared between Darth and Bob. So now we know that key k2 shared between Alice and Darth, key k1 shared between Darth and Alice. Any communication is read up by the Darth and he is going to communicate to the Bob. So this is how this person is the man in the middle who is going to intercept the messages between Alice and Bob. So we know that this is a simple normal Diffie-Hellman algorithm. So if you see from one own perspective, like Alice, he is going to have a normal public key, share the public key. So Darth is going to send his public key, they are going to share the key K2. And similarly, Darth and Bob are going to share in the similar way. So they are going to have the key K1. So this is how it's a normal Diffie-Hellman algorithm. But when you see this, it's actually the Darth who is going to act in middle between Alice and Bob. So let us just go through the steps. First, Darth has prepared for the attack by calculating the public keys using the private keys. He has two set of keys. Alice is going to transmit the YA to Bob. So YA to Bob has been transmitted by Alice. Darth is going to intercept YA and he is going to send YD1. He is going to send YD1 to Bob. Bob receives YD1, calculates his key K1 and YB is transmitted by Bob to Alice. Darth intercepts the YB and he is going to transmit the YD2 and they are going to calculate key 2, K2 like this. So let us see the cases of this attack. So Superfish and DigiNotar. Superfish is nothing but a name of the case which was reported in 2015 in which Lenovo computers were shipped with pre-installed adware that inserted advertisements into users' web traffic. DigiNotar, a threat actor, tricked the users into entering passwords on fake websites that posed as the real ones. So how can we avoid this man in the middle attack? We can avoid man in the middle attack by use of HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure with valid SSL and TSL certificate, Secure Socket Layer or Transport Layer security certificates. We can enable the multi-factor authentication system, encrypt the sensitive data end-to-end, use virtual private networks, and keep the software browsers and devices updated, and implementing the strong firewalls and intrusion detection system can avoid man-in-the-middle attack. Thank you. Stay tuned.